Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. Welcome to our September monthly reading. And I have a question for you all. What happened to August? I'm not even joking. I don't know where the month went. I have literally felt like since the 1st of April, this year has sped by. And honestly, maybe it was before the 1st of April. Maybe it was when Aries season started at the, mid to end of March. But time just feels like it's rushing, or it just feels like things are going fast. Like there's so much going on and not enough time to take it all in. So if any of you guys have an answer for me, where did August go? I would love to hear your comments down below. So we are doing our 3-card reading for the month of September, where we look at messages from the overall spirit, our collective soul, as a species, our divine creator, whatever term or name you want to put to that, where we get messages for our mind, for our body, and for our spirit. And as usual, we are working with the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. I love this deck. I love all of Colette's decks, really, but I love this concept of spirit animals because I feel like we all have spirit animals in our lives, and sometimes they hang with us for our whole lifetime. I'm just going to move my candle out of the way. And sometimes they're only with us for a moment as a messenger, but they're important. And so I think that they're a very good guide for us for the month. I kind of am set up a little different. My house is still a little bit in transition because I'm putting down new floors in my entire house, which has been, it feels so much better where I have things replaced. But it's been a longer process than I expected it was going to be. There's always little challenges, and in the end, the benefits outweigh the challenges. And so I'm grateful for everything that's happening, even on the days when it's not been as easy as others. So we're just going to cut the deck a couple times and kind of see where the messages lead us. So this will be our message for our mind. This will be our message for our body. And this will be our message for our spirit. Let me get these lined up a little bit better. Because everything is kind of out of whack in my life and in my house, my reading area is also a little shifted from normal, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Life is about change. Life is about making the best of the circumstances you're given or that you're dealing with at the moment. And so that's what we're doing. So I just want to say this about September. I don't know if it's going to be a bumpy month or not. Everything has gone so fast this summer. Maybe we won't even notice the bumps if they occur, but there are 2 major things happening astrologically. And that will be the full moon that we have and the new moon. And because the lunar eclipse falls on the full moon on September 7th, at least in my time zone, and the solar eclipse falls on the new moon on September 21st. So this is really, September is bridging our way into eclipse season. Eclipse season is kind of like the wild card, and we get it twice a year, and lots of things change and lots of things shift, and there's lots of other things going on astrologically, but I just kind of want to focus on those 2 things happening. The lunar eclipse at the full moon on September 7th and the partial solar eclipse falling on the new moon on September 21st. All right, I'm excited to see what these messages are this month. So our message for our mind for the month of September is Canary Spirit. This card always makes me happy when it comes up. It says, sing your own song. Isn't that beautiful? It's kind of giving us some freedom, I think, to be ourselves, to go our own way, to do what we feel comfortable with or what we're called to, and not necessarily to do what is expected of us, what society thinks we should do, what our families, our friends, our employers think we should do. This is the time to find your own song and sing it. So the oracle message here says, Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Free yourself to experience your inner light and let it shine. As Canary Spirit sings to remind you of your inherent joy and to support you as you sing your own song. Now is the time to let the world know who you really are. Canary Spirit's message is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. The world wants to hear your song. So there you go. This is just supporting us in our mind, freeing us up to letting us know that we all have a song to sing and that we are free to sing it. And don't worry about what other people might think. In the end, I think that they will admire you for being yourself, true to yourself, and expressing yourself. So, beautiful message for our mind. Let's look at what September's message is for our body. We have Squirrel Spirit. This feels fun so far. These are fun, happy, upbeat animals. Squirrel Spirit. The message here is believe in yourself. Now I have not really a hate, love, irritation experience with squirrels. I used to live in Miles City, Montana when I was going to nursing school, and there were squirrels everywhere. And I had tall cottonwood trees around my house, and the squirrels lived in my cottonwood tree and in the attic of my apartment building. And they were quite loud and quite mischievous. Anyways, they are fun animals, just not necessarily in your attic. So that is what it is. But this is another message that really goes along with what we've gotten for our mind, which is sing your own song. For our body, Squirrel Spirit is telling us to believe in yourself. And that is part of expressing your own mind, your own song, your own self to the world. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Know that you are capable of anything. You aren't here on this world to live small. We all have different reasons we're here in this human life, in this human experience. And I am not even sure what mine are, let alone what yours might be. But we have to find that within our soul, within ourself, and then believe that's why you're here, and you're here for a reason, and that whatever you want to do or set your mind to do, you can accomplish. Believe in yourself. So the message here is you have accumulated wisdom and experience and are surrounded by all you need. An abundance of resources is available to you through the generosity of spirit and all of your hard work. Squirrel Spirit shows up when you need reminding that the acorns you have gathered and stowed away have enormous potential to grow. So relax into knowing there is always enough and that you have what it takes to co-create the reality you want to experience. Through diligent preparation, you have gained wisdom and strength. How much potential do you have? Believe in yourself, for Spirit believes in you. That is a beautiful message. And it kind of brings to mind acorns. It's in the picture. It was mentioned here in the reading, but we have several oak trees in my parents' yard. And over the years, we have gotten many acorns to grow. Not all of the trees have made it past the first year once they get put in the ground, but it feels like a very important thing to do to help the environment, but also to help us experience how something as small as a tiny acorn can grow into 100, 200, 300-year-old tree. The first oak tree that we have, I'm in northeastern Montana, so oak trees, we don't see a lot of them. We have more poplars like cottonwoods and ash trees and elm trees. But the first oak tree that I was aware of was at my grandparents' farm, and my great-grandparents homesteaded they moved from Ohio. My grandma was from Kentucky, but they moved from Ohio out to Montana, homesteaded, and they brought a seedling, an oak tree seedling with them. It's a bur oak, and it is planted on their farm, the original homestead, and it's about 100 years old now, and it has produced many acorns over the years that we have developed into other trees in different yards and places. So believe in yourself. I'm also kind of excited because the trees seem to be full of acorns this year, and I'm ready to see what kind of potential we can get for growth this year. I actually still have 2 acorns from 2 years ago. I didn't get them in the ground 2 years ago, last summer, because of my mom's health issues. So I have 2 I guess they're almost, a year and a half old now from the time they germinated and I put them in soil, and they're going to go into the ground this fall as soon as the worst of the heat is over here in Montana, and we're going to see what kind of potential they have. So believe in yourself. I believe in those trees. So let's see what the message is for spirit for us this September. Cow spirit. This is another fun card and message. Cow spirit is interesting. Isn't she just decorated up so beautifully? She's got sunflowers around her chest and a crown of flowers. Cows have always been in a part of my life. I grew up on a farm. My dad loves cows. That's probably his favorite aspect of farming. And we were just talking about the cows today. As a matter of fact, even though it's September, we just had a calf. So some of his cows are a little out of cycle, but doesn't matter. We are celebrating the life of a new cow, a new creature, a new living being on this earth, and that is exciting. And the message here from Cow Spirit is the miracles are endless. And life is a miracle. Life for that calf that was just born today is a miracle. And life for all of us is a miracle. And it depends on us how we look at that, because perspective can make a huge difference with most everything in life. But if you look at every day as a miracle, if you look at all the experiences around you with wonder and joy, especially spending time with family and friends, having beloved animals you spend time with, spending time in nature and nurturing this beautiful planet that we all call home, we recognize that life is a miracle. Our experience in this life is a miracle. Our experience on this planet is a miracle. And we are all here for different reasons. We all have different paths, but that doesn't separate the fact that we all are connected to a miracle. So the message here in the card is the miracles are endless, and it says, you are at a beautiful point in your life today, for your needs are being met effortlessly and in so many ways. Fully embrace this truth by focusing on all you have right now, including the positive relationships that sustain you, the work you are proud to do to contribute to the world, and the activities that inspire you and nourish your soul. Cow Spirit nudges you to pay attention because this is the perfect time to focus on choices, actions, and behaviors that you know feed your soul and bring your heart contentment. Now is also the time that you will see many of your projects and commitments that were set into motion in the past begin to yield valuable gifts that will bring you joy and love and sustain you for a long time to come. Stay positive and share your well-being with others. The more you share, the more you will manifest, so be generous. Cow Spirit promises that you will never run out of miracles. Wow, this is a beautiful collection of cards and messages for us for this month of September. I had not necessarily feeling heavy energy about the month to come, just kind of, not even apprehensive isn't the right word. Eclipse season can be bumpy. Lots of changes can occur, lots of things that you don't even fully feel the ramifications of for months down the road, sometimes even longer. But what starts now in September during this eclipse season will carry us through to the next eclipse season in the spring. And so this is a positive message. I don't know if the world is going to feel bumpy, but I want us to look at this message. I know I certainly will, and I hope you all do too, and find joy, positivity, hope, and faith that things are going to be okay, because we have Canary Spirit telling us to sing our own song. So express yourself the way you know you're meant to be. Squirrel Spirit is telling you to believe yourself. In the same vein, believe in who you are, what you're meant to do. And if you don't quite know yet, be open to your spirit guides and guardians. Ask your ancestors, ask your guides, why am I here? What am I meant to do? Most of us have many things we're meant to do. It's just not one thing. But believe in yourself. And Cow Spirit tells us that the miracles are endless. And I do believe in miracles. And I don't necessarily think that miracles happen like in a second, like in a blink of an eye, and like everything is fixed and better. Though sometimes miracles can happen that way. But sometimes miracles are just surviving and going forward. You know, my mom's stroke last year in July has taught me a lot about resilience and faith and the body and brain's ability to heal. Our bodies are amazing. Our brains are amazing. Do things to support the health of yourself and those around you, and anything is possible. And the miracles are endless. And so I hope you all have a wonderful September. I am very excited about the month to come now, seeing this reading. When, at the beginning of this all, I was a little uncertain. And now I'm feeling excited and looking forward to seeing what this month will have in store for us. I hope you all have a wonderful September. I hope you all weather eclipse season happily and with ease. I hope that the bumps that come this month are gentle, and that you stay on the road. Anyways, thank you all for listening. I would love to hear again what you think happened to the month of August, because it whooshed by, and how you feel September is going to present to us. I would love to know what you think about that. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed month. Take care. Again, my name is Stacy. Thank you for coming to my channel, Simply Liminal. Have a good day.